When a young man plays an Odom video game that his younger sister forced onto him, he loses days of sleep attempting to finish it. Successfully finishing the game, the man decides to leave the house that night to get something to eat. From lack of sleep and food, he takes a fall down the stairs but doesn't wake up. When he finally comes to, he was in an open field with a younger body, in a different world. His life in this new world from reincarnation is about to begin. Arriving back in home from laying on a hill, Leon Faux Bartford is reprimanded by his father, Balkis Faux Bartford, and his wife, Lucy Bartford, as he is told that the lady of the house is coming today. Turning to see her standing by the door, she tells his father that he should remind his son that she is to be thanked for his family's continued existence. His father bows his head in shame, saying her name, Zora. Zora mentions how he gets the privilege of acting like a baron because they're married, and walks into her home with her children. Sitting in the cottage later that night, the boy discusses with his brother, Nix Faux Bartford, why Zora's children get to stay in the main house while they're in the shed. The brother explains to him that they are not her direct children, so she doesn't really like them. When Nick mentions how he should study hard so he can marry at the academy, he asks if men get any respect, only to be told that women hold more power in this world. The boy sits stunned as he realizes that he has been reincarnated into the anime game that he's played in his previous life. Years after regaining his memories, Leon, now a young teen, understands and accepts his role as just a background mob character in the plot of the game. One day, Zora tells Leon that she set up an arranged marriage meeting to a noble, but he's appalled. Leon tells Zora that he can't marry the woman as she's much older than him and has been married 7 times, with her past husbands all dying from battle. He mentions that he's supposed to attend the academy anyway and marry a candidate from there. Zora tells Leon that she would rather spend money to send her own children there rather than a third son. As Leon tries to deny the arrangement, Zora silences him, forcing Leon to remember something of importance in the game. Asking if all he needs is money to attend the academy, Leon leaves on a ship, sailing through the clouds. After sailing and checking his notes, Leon lands on an island. Entering the cave, Leon finds himself in a room where he ends up battling a robot but gets hurt in the process. Leon makes his way to a desk to collect what he came for by overriding the security system. The computer addresses him as master, and Leon falls to the floor, bleeding in hopes that he's reborn into a better world next time. After being gone for 3 months, Zora and Leon's parents rush outside after hearing a strange sound. They look up to see Leon on a brand new ship returning with looted treasure. The computer system from the cave, Luxion, now in the shape of a sphere, hovers next to him whilst Zora looks enraged. Leon gets off his ship to greet his parents and attends his first day at the academy. Leon gazes at the main characters of the game and the academy building ahead of him, realizing that he's finally reached the starting timeline of the actual game. Leon tells the computer that since he's now a knight, he needs to find a wife at the academy so he can live peacefully as a lowly baronet. Leon's father tells him, however, that he has been awarded the rank of baron due to finding a large previously undiscovered island to inhabit. Realizing that by becoming a baron Leon has to marry an ever higher ranking wife at the academy, he's struck with grief. Leon talks to 2 of his classmates, Daniel and Raymond, outside until they see girls surrounding the prince. Watching the scene, the prince is approached by a stout girl named Marie. Leon realizes that he's seeing a compulsory game event but is confused as Maria is not supposed to be the main heroine of the game. The prince invites Marie to his tea party as the prince's fiancée, Angelica, tells the prince that this tea party is not the place for a low-status girl like Marie. The prince snaps at Angelica, saying that she may be his fiancée, but she has no right to meddle in his social life. Marie happily accepts the invitation. In a rented room, Leon set up his tea party and looks at the table with pride. Hearing a knock at the door, he's bewildered to find the girl that he invited also brought along her friends. Shocked with their brazen attitude, the uninvited guests eat all of his sweets and tea while criticizing him for not making enough. They leave the room and Leon is startled when he hears a disturbance outside. Seeing a girl on the floor crying after being bullied, Leon realizes that she is the game's real main heroine, Olivia. Feeling bad for her, Leon reluctantly invites her for tea in his room. The girl compliments all of the effort that he had put in and Leon is stunned by Olivia's sweet attitude. Olivia tells Leon that she's having trouble socializing as she does not know much about the rules in the academy. Leon tells Olivia that he knows someone who can help and introduces Olivia to his sister, Jenna Faux Bartford. Being woken up by his sister Jenna, Leon is asked if he knows a girl named Marie. Leon explains that Marie is close with the prince and other guys too. Jenna asks if Leon is not involved with Angelica or the prince, as the prince is going to take the throne one day and he should befriend him now because he will be set for life. At a party, Angelica tries to tell the prince that she saw Marie holding hands with another man. Angelica yells to the prince's friend asking if they are not aware that Maria is involved with all of them. Each one of the boys professes their feelings for Marie as the prince states that he loves Marie the most. Angelica furiously demands a duel with Marie, making the prince urge Marie into accepting it, saying that he will be her champion. Each of the prince's friends also volunteer to be a part of the duel as Angelica looks around the room calling for anyone to fight the prince on her behalf. Feeling bad for Angelica, Leon volunteers himself as her champion. Leon thinks to himself how that Marie has also been reincarnated into the game world just like him. With Angelica's only demand being that the prince should stay away from Marie if she wins, Marie demands for Angelica to stop being so mean to her if they win instead. Agreeing to an armored duel in the arena, the prince tells Leon he can have 5 participants as well. Leon says that he is all he needs and that they will have 5 rounds of one-on-one battle. With the day of the duel upon them, Leon gets into the robot. The duel begins with Leon fighting against Brad. Leon takes out a shovel as his weapon but is laughed at by the audience. Brad launches rockets at Leon but he easily avoids them in counterattacks with a shovel. Brad hits the floor instantly, leaving everyone astonished. The referee calls out that Leon has won the round as Brad is knocked out. From the stands, only Leon's teacher claps as everyone is shocked and silent. Next to fight is Greg, who tells Leon he only won because his armor is strong. Leon breaks off Greg's robot arm, leg and opens the chest, leaving Greg exposed in the cockpit. Greg walks out saying he will fight even without his armor, but the referee tells Greg to leave the stage, announcing Leon as the victor. Beginning the next round, Chris runs to Leon as Leon tells Luxion to deploy the drones. The drones begin to fire electric shocks at Chris's robot. Chris jumps in the air to stab Leon with his sword, but when Leon breaks it, Chris plummets to the floor. During a short break, Luxion reports that Jenna has rigged explosives onto the back of his armor, under the instructions of his next opponent, Jilk. Leon thinks to himself how Jenna was probably upset that he picked a fight with the prince. The round begins and Jilk throws a smoke screen at Leon followed by a bomb. Shocked that Leon has not suffered any damage, he launches an explosive at Leon, causing a large explosion. As the smoke clears, Leon slowly descends from the sky and hits Jilk. Jilk informs Leon that he and the prince truly love Marie, and threatens that if he harms the prince, his family will pay for it. Jilk activated the rigged explosives but it had no effect. Angry, Jilk flies to Leon but is stopped when Leon hits Jilk with a shovel, causing him to crash to the ground. Jenna looks up to Leon in anger as Marie is upset with her plans being ruined by a seemingly random mob character. Prince Julius tries to calm Marie by telling her that his armor is made with the kingdom's greatest technology and walks towards the arena. The final round has begun. Leon and Prince Julius fight as Leon tries to antagonize the prince. Talking about Angelica during the fight, the prince tells Leon that Angelica doesn't see the real him unlike Marie. When Prince Julius tells Leon that he's only acting arrogant because of his armor, Leon yells that Prince Julius is just a spoiled noble while hitting him mercilessly. Prince Julius tells Leon that he would rather die than have Marie taken from him, making Angelica cry. Leon continues to patronize Prince Julius, making everyone in the crowd yell at him. Luxion launches a missile under Leon's command and wins instantly. Leon goes to Angelica who tells him that she will thank him later while Olivia tells Leon that everyone is angry with him. Leon tells Olivia that it's fine and that he will probably be expelled from the academy anyway for dueling with the prince. After the fight, Leon meets with Angelica's father, the Duke, to ask that he and his family be spared. Leon tells the Duke that he wants to step down from being a baron. The Duke requests Leon to take Angelica to the countryside to rest after Prince Julius has apparently broken off their engagement anyway. Arriving at the house in the country, Zora questions Angelica on who she is. When Angelica introduces herself as being the Duke's daughter, Zora is surprised and excuses herself out of the house, making Leon smile with glee. After admiring the grounds, Angelica and Olivia go to Leon's hot springs to relax. Angelica asks if Olivia and Leon are lovers, making Olivia blush as she says that Leon is out of her reach status-wise. Olivia questions if Leon has feelings for Angelica, but Angelica tells Olivia that that would be impossible as she's an awful woman. Cuddling one another after the hot spring, Olivia tells Leon to more casually call her Livia as everyone at home does, making Angelica tell them to call her Angie. Angie tells him that she still hates Marie and is ashamed that she still wants revenge. Leon tells Angie that there's nothing wrong with seeking revenge and that the best revenge is to be happy. Marie receives the news that the prince and his entourage are all disheartened by their families for their actions, but they still intend to stay with Marie. Marie cries after realizing that her luxurious lifestyle with the boys is gone. One day, Leon and his father are visited by an individual from the royal palace. He tells him that even after all that happened, Leon is granted to a formal title. Explaining that he's the knight that admonished the prince's foolish behavior, his royal ranking has been increased to the upper 6th rank, to Leon's dismay. It's the day of the school festival, and a lady tells Angelica that the executive committee would like to talk to her and she should go to the headquarters immediately. Walking past stalls outside, Angelica addresses the lady she is with as Your Majesty, Lady Mylebe, the prince's mother. Angie tells the queen that she's been enjoying her time at the academy but is surprised when the queen asks if it's because of Leon. The queen explains that she would like to have a word with Leon as it's Julius's fault that he got himself disinherited. The queen apologizes to Angie on behalf of the prince's actions. The queen walks into Leon's cafe with Angelica but is stunned to find a customer complaining at the state of the tea. Dripping blood from being attacked by the customer, Leon bends over to clean up the mess until the customer places her foot on his head. The customer belittles Leon as Angie walks over and pushes her away from him. Stephanie Faux-Offray, the customer, questions Angelica on her appearance dressed as a maid as Angelica identifies her as a girl from a rival family. Stephanie yells at Angelica until the queen steps in to stop everything. Stephanie disregards the queen asking what she wants as Leon turns around to show an evil smile on his face. Leon punches the girl servant and asks her if she has any idea who the woman she was rude to is. Standing beside her and introducing herself as the Queen of Halford Kingdom, Leon tells Stephanie that her father may be a count but she won't get away with picking a fight with the queen. After the altercation, a female walks into the room asking if they're still open. Leon tells her that they're closed. The girl looks to see Olivia and asks her to do what she asked of her. Agreeing, Olivia introduces the girl, Miss Carla. Leon is taken aback when Carla bends her knee and asks him to save her family. Sitting in his room, Leon tells Luxion about how Carla wants him to get rid of sky pirates that have been rampaging through her land. Leon tells Luxion that the sky pirates are actually a game event and that they have something essential to the game's protagonist that will help awaken her powers as a saint. Stating that Olivia needs a holy bracelet, holy necklace, and a holy staff to become the saint. Explaining that she's supposed to ask for help from one of the game's male romance interests. One day, Olivia and Carla walk to Leon, who is waiting to board a ship to fight the pirates. Carla tells Leon that she has asked for extra help in fighting the pirates, and turns to see two of the hot guys, Greg and Brad. A few hours pass after they have set sail as Luxion informs Leon that the pirates are coming. Leon tells Greg and Brad to prepare, but they are surprised at it happening so suddenly. Leon groans and tells him to wait on the ship, then walks away to face the pirate. Leon launches himself towards him in his armor and avoids all of their advances. Flying and taking out a few of the robots, Luxion fires missiles at the pirate ship, as the captain tells the crewmates to raise the white flag and surrender. Landing on Carla's land, Brad, Greg, Olivia, and Leon are surrounded by a gang of men. Carla's father, Conrad, approaches them and greets Brad. Brad asks why they're being surrounded as they were called by Carla to help with the pirates. Conrad turns to Carla confused as Carla accuses Olivia for plotting with the pirates. Leon defends Olivia by explaining to Conrad what had actually happened, only for Conrad to tell Leon that his land isn't threatened by sky pirates. Leon still demands payment however, saying that since it was his daughter who requested their help. Feeling pressured, Carla reveals that she was ordered by Stephanie to lure the pirates to attack their ship, in an effort to get rid of Leon. Back on the ship, Leon goes to Olivia's room to check on her, but after being brutally bullied by Stephanie and Carla, Olivia is starting to doubt her friendship with Leon. He tries to touch her but she smacks his hand away, asking why he's so kind to her. As Leon tries to find the words, she asks him if it's because he's after her body, but Leon yells no. Crying, Olivia tells him that being friends with him and Angie is no different than being their pet, leaving Leon speechless. Leon thinks to himself about how he still has to acquire the holy necklace, until Luxion tells him that the pirates' main army is approaching. Greg and Brad tell Leon that they want to fight this time and help out. The battle has begun, as Olivia looks out of her bedroom window and sees Leon and his armor being harmed. She runs out of her room, only to be stopped by two worker robots. Olivia yells at them to let her go, making them malfunction as she runs onto the deck. Coming in contact with one of the pirates, Brad hits them away from Olivia and tells her to run away. Leon sees Brad and Greg defending Olivia and thinks to himself that he doesn't belong with the main heroine, and that Olivia should be with one of those guys. Leon lunges for the boss pirate who runs out of his armor and surrender. Leon sees the holy necklace next to him and takes it. Injured, Olivia runs to Brad to heal him using magic radiating from her hands. Brad mentions how Olivia is skilled in the same magic as Marie. Brad loses consciousness as Leon approaches, telling Olivia that she and Brad make a good couple. Greg and Leon carry Brad inside, leaving Olivia crying. Back in his room, Luxion tells Leon that he found letters proving Stephanie's connection with the pirates. After finishing the adventure, Leon is shocked to find that Brad and Greg told the royal family of Leon's exploits, and that in response, he has been promoted to the upper 5th rank of nobility. One day, Luxion asks Leon if Marie is not attempting to take the protagonist's place as she is trying to get the holy bracelet before he does. Leon tells Luxion that Marie won't rush into anything stupid if she's played the game as well. Chris walks up to Leon, proposing that they have a sword fight, but as the two discuss the matter of a fight, an alarm blares through the ship. Looking up, Leon sees they are about to be attacked by monsters, identifying the crest on the monster's head as the crest of the Thanos dukedom. A monster airship approaches as Angelica and Olivia run to Leon. They look up to see Princess Hertrude. A hologram of Princess Hertrude comes up as she tells them that the Thanos dukedom has declared war on the Haltford kingdom. On the other side of the ship, soldiers have boarded, as a man named Garrett tells the students that noble children will be taken prisoner while he has no interest in everyone else. Angelica walks up to Garrett, introducing herself. She tells him to take her as hostage, and let everyone else go. Garrett invites her to the ship, as Leon tries to run up to them, but is tackled by 2 other students. Standing in front of the body of students, Chris tells everyone that they have to fight or they will die. The students yell in disagreement, as Leon fires a gun, silencing them. Leon tells the students that they should die fighting as it's better than being killed. The students erupt in disagreement, until Leon calls them wannabe nobles. A student from the crowd speaks up, introducing himself as Deirdre, the daughter of Count Roseblade. Leon explains that all of the students' forefathers were once brave adventurers, but their descendants are now cowards clinging to the achievements of those that came before them. Deirdre tells Leon that the blood of their forefathers courses through their veins, and the student body all agreed to fight. While Leon flies, the students fight using their powers to protect the school, as Hertrude plays her flute, controlling the monsters as they try to penetrate the small individual barriers created by the girls. The students notice cannons being pointed in their direction, as Olivia lets out a powerful yell, causing a large barrier to shield the perimeter of the ship. The barrier eliminates the monsters one by one, as the students watch mystified. Luxion takes control of the skybike, and enters the Queen's ship's mouth. Leon breaks through the flooring and shoots everyone in the room and hits Garrett. Leon tells Hertrude that she will be their hostage as Angelica retrieves the magical flute from the maid and they leave. Arriving on the ship of students, Leon drops off everyone and goes back to Garrett, as Angelica goes to check on Olivia. An explosion rocks the ship, causing Olivia to fall overboard. Leon flies down and scoops her into his arm, but calls her Olivia. Tearing up, Olivia asks Leon why he insists on calling her that instead of Livia anymore. Leon tries to tell her that they can no longer be together, but she does not accept it. Olivia tells Leon that she wants to be with him, and that she's in love with him, but Leon stares at her in shock as Luxion takes them back up to the ship. Bringing a new ship to the sky, Luxion tells Leon that their ship, the Partner, will rescue passengers from the school. Luxion tells Leon that a new enemy is approaching with black armor. Leon instantly recognizes the enemy armor, saying the name the Black Knight. The students watch from the ship, and the Black Knight avoids all of Leon's advances. The Black Knight slashes Leon's armor open, exposing his head. Leon tries to make another advancement, but the Black Knight avoids it and fights back. Leon asks why he's so determined to fight even at such an old age, making the Black Knight answer that it is his duty. Leon escapes the hatch of his armor, and runs up to the Black Knight. Opening his cockpit, Leon holds the Black Knight at gunpoint, waiting on his surrender. Garrett lets out black signal flare calling all the monsters to destroy everything. Leon asks Luxion to take over. In doing so, all of the monsters are obliterated, leaving the Black Knight speechless. Dressed in formal wear, Leon sits outside the school with Raymond and Daniel. Leon asks why they are in full dress for a ceremony that is handing out participation awards. Raymond and Daniel tell him that he's being awarded a medal for capturing the Principality's princess. Inside the ceremony, everyone is in attendance as Leon receives his medal from his teacher who grants him the title of Viscount. Everyone applauds as Marie watches on with greed, saying that she will find the remaining saint items and finally replace the protagonist. Walking back outside, Leon meets with Olivia as she asks him about him avoiding her. He tells her that he didn't know how to respond to her feelings as she tells him that she meant what she said and hopes that one day he will give her an answer. As Olivia runs off to Angelica, Leon thinks about how he wants to be with both Angie and Livia, even though he's just a plain mob character. But that's where the video ends. Let me know what you thought about this anime, and if you enjoyed watching this video, consider liking and subscribing for more like it. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.